I think one fun fact is I have a Guinness Book of World Records in simultaneous fire breathing. So I studied initially in masters in the Netherlands and there was not much going on. And so you start having ideas, and we started looking back then with a few friends, what are Guinness Book of World Records things which would be easy to take on? And we found out the world record for simultaneous fire breathing, I think, was around 200 people back then. So we got 350 friends together and we attempted to break the record, and we managed, and we're still record holders, which I'm quite surprising because we did this back in 2009. So I think that's one very interesting fun fact.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, and congratulations for that. I think that's quite a crazy thing, right? And I just want to ask, right? I think everything which you have shared, is that also a part of your personality, of your leadership, right? To do something or to make something happen and not worry about how it looks or how it seems. Because this Guinness record, right? I would say a lot of people would not even dream of doing it, even if they know that this is something that can be done, right? So there is an element of craziness, of almost like a rebel that, like, I've proved something, right? So can you share how does that play in your leadership?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that I think in many ways we reached the point in our society where we have a lot of standards and restrictions, which we just take for granted, right? And which we just accept, even though they're completely outdated. So part of that is, for example, I was very frustrated by the fact that I had to be, even in innovative social businesses, I had to be there at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I had to stay until 5 p.m. And it was a problem when you come in at 9:20, which makes absolutely no sense, right? And in the same way, we also have this thing that we have to be in an office all the time, which also doesn't make sense. So a lot of things in my life are currently, I'm trying to break down all of these taboos and these structures, which are not accurate anymore. So for example, my life at the moment is, I spend spring and autumn roughly in Portugal in nature. I spend summer in Berlin and Amsterdam. And then I spend winter in the Canary Islands, because I think areas are nice at different times of the year. So it makes sense to roam, essentially, like birds, for example, do as well, like nature does very often as well, and to adapt to the different circumstances in order for all of us to reach a richer life. And it's the same way how I would dealing with leadership. I don't need to give rules to people. I just need to empower them, and I need to listen to them, and I need to help them to listen to themselves. I need to help them to find out for themselves what is the right path. And this also means that we had it by now already a few times, that for some people, maybe the right role is not anymore with the climate farmers, which is also okay. And then we help them to find out what they actually want, and if they can find this within or outside of climate farmers. So we had by now, I think, 4 or 5 people that left the company. All of them are still friends of mine. And this is the kind of leader that I would always want to be. Someone where the people can turn to, someone who can listen. I think this is one of the biggest skills of a leader anyway. It's not to talk, but to listen, and to basically help people to find the best version of themselves, whatever that may be.